Hi, it's Wednesday, time for your Wednesday wellness tip. And today I want to talk about, well, I actually want to give you 5 tips today, and these are going to be tips on reading food packaging, nutrition labels. And if you don't know me, I'm Kristin Wood, and I like to come on every Wednesday and give you a super simple tip that you can implement with consistency to start seeing some changes in your health and wellness. And today I want to talk about reading some food labels, because with a little practice and a systematic approach, it's going to go a long way to getting better food into your house and into your body. Do you ever find you're at the grocery store and you're just throwing things in the cart willy-nilly, and you get home and you're unloading and you're like, oh, I probably shouldn't have bought that. I don't need to be eating it. Well, you put it in the cart, you bought it, you've got it into your house. Somebody in your house is going to be eating it. So I want to give you some tips that will, you can just slow down a little bit at the grocery store, take a look at things, and end up getting some better things in your home. So the first tip is to read the ingredients list. And you probably already know, but ingredients are listed in the order based on the quantity that's in the product. And I'm going to tell you, if sugar or corn syrup makes the top 3, you might want to put that back on the shelf, leave it for someone else. And go for the most minimal amount of ingredients on a label that you can find. And 3 to 5 is really the sweet spot that you're looking for. You might have to compare some different brands, and it could surprise you. Like if you're looking at pasta, check out a different brand of pasta than you normally buy if your particular brand has several ingredients. You may be surprised to find that another brand has less ingredients in it. So it may be time to try a different brand. And I'll give you an example of this with Pringles. If you happen to like Pringles, check out the ingredients on a can of Pringles. It's a really long list. Go check out the ingredients on a package of plain potato chips. There's 3 ingredients. So I'm not saying that you should have a diet of potato chips, but if that's your go-to comfort food, making a change from Pringles to plain potato chips is going to give you less chemicals. And maybe you want to count chemicals instead of calories and points or whatever it is that you're counting. Which leads me to point 2, or tip 2, is learning about chemical names and acronyms. Because our body doesn't know what to do with chemicals. It wasn't designed to take in all these chemicals in food and doesn't know what to do. So look for harmful ingredients. An example, if you see acronyms, just a bunch of letters, it's a chemical. BHT is a chemical that's put in foods. It helps to stabilize fats and preserve colors. BHA is a chemical. It prevents the fat in the product from going rancid. Here's a good one. TBHQ is actually a toxic chemical, a toxic preservative that is put in foods to allow them to have a longer shelf life. I don't know about you, but I'm okay with spending money on food that I'm going to eat in a reasonable amount of time. I don't need to consume a toxic preservative just so I can have something on the shelf for 7 years. Watch out for colors and dyes, and some artificial sweeteners can even give you health issues, so keep that in mind. Tip number 3, watch out for product name misnomers. This is when they try to fancy up something that they know the public knows we're not supposed to be eating. So if you look at a package and it says it has trans fat in it, you're going to know trans fat. I don't want to eat that. I'm not going to put that back on the shelf. But if they church it up and say it's got hydrogenated vegetable oil, you might be confused. So you're going to go ahead and buy that product. Well, hydrogenated vegetable oil is just a fancy word for trans fat. So keep those in mind, as well as any ingredients that you might have a